Alright, welcome back everybody. We're going to continue on with this main story quest line here. If you remember from yesterday, Odin had popped earlier, and so that's why the weather looks a little funky here. So yeah. But anyway, we just completed showing the kicker and what's for, and once I turn this quest in, we're going to grab the next one and go turn in the rest of the quests that I have all completed here, and just kind of continue on with the train that we've been going on today. The deed is done. Good. A grim task, but a necessary one. You have shown them the folly of inciting the wrath of those who consort with adventurers. Perhaps now the Kickern will think twice before giving in to their larcenous proclivities. And let's see. Let's see if this is any better than what I've got on. It's got a higher item level and defense, and it's got more stats, so we're definitely going to take those and put them on. That is those. And Osha Jab has another quest for us. Osha Jab, a wood whaler at the Matron's Leith, is looking for a sure-footed adventurer to pluck blue trumpets from the root of the nearby Heavens Pillar. Hello, ho there, adventurer. You seem light on your feet. Fancy a quick skip along the root of the Heavens Pillar tree? Here, I need someone to pick off a blue trumpet or two. I know what you're thinking. It's not more than a mushroom, so why the commotion? I'll tell you why. You allow what fungal menace to multiply, and within a moon they'll be covering the whole damn root and rotting the wood clear through. Just watch your step while you're up there, though. The dire mites on the ground won't waste any time adding insult to falling injuries. Once you're done, head up to the top end of the root and report to Theodore. He'll be glad to hear someone's taken care of one of his more dreaded chores. Oh, so I'm just running some chores for somebody else, huh? Okay, let's not fall off. There's one. Oh, okay. 2. There's 3, and the 4th one's probably on the other side. Oh, there it is. And you turn it in to the guy at the top. And there he is. Oh, you've cleared the root of blue trumpets? Wonderful. To be quite honest, I have this teeny tiny problem with heights. No, this is not my ideal posting, but we all do what we must. Keeping the route passable is an important job, you see. It's one of the few ways folks can traverse the central shroud since the calamity all but split the area in twain. It is not, perhaps, the easiest pathway to walk, but there are those who believe the will of the matron herself caused this tendril of a heavens pillar to remain thus suspended, that it might serve the forest people. I'm rather fond of the notion myself. And he's got another quest for us. Theodore is looking for an adventurer to deliver a message. It is regrettably my duty to stand watch of the road from here to Bentbranch Meadows. The ranch has become a veritable institution of Gridania, so any threats to its continued operation are taken quite seriously by the wood whalers. Which reminds me, mayhap it was my imagination, but I believe I caught a glimpse of some shadowy fellow not too long ago. Would you mind passing word to Rosalind down below? I would go myself, but, well, it is hard enough marshalling the courage to walk the route for my shift. I can do that for you, Mr. Theodore. And we're just gonna sprint. Hello, Rosalind. A shadowy fellow. Now that you mention it, I may have seen something. I dismissed it as a trick of the light before, but I thought I saw a shadow in the forest to the north. Still, I suspect it is nothing more than a Kickern thief on the run. If you must sate your curiosity, by all means investigate. Should you actually find something of note, I would like very much to see it. And that is taking me up there. Let's see. Since this is real close, we'll go ahead and do that. Like I said, I'm kind of indecisive. But I do want to go turn in those quests before too long, so I can get them off of my bar there. There's a campfire. Worn leather bag. Have you found something? Remnants of a campfire and a forgotten bag. This could belong to any adventurer or traveler. And inside we have a Chocobo grooming brush and roseling oil. But wait, why would a traveler make camp here when it would be far safer to beg the hospitality of Bentbranch Meadows? Bugger me, I think this belongs to that stranger said to be meddling with the Chocobos. Thank you, adventurer. We have been lax in our duties, but no longer. I swear we will find the shadow. And we get a new belt, which definitely has some more stats to it, and it has a higher defense, so we'll take that. And we leveled up. Yay! Ooh, I got Life Surge. What does that do? Let's see. Ensures critical damage for first weapon skill used while Life Surge is active. Damage dealt will be absorbed as HP, up to 10% of maximum HP. And it lasts for 10 seconds. Awesome. So I do a crit and get a HP back. Rosalind would like you to warn other sentries of the stranger's activities. We cannot allow other sentries to dismiss similar sightings. They must know what we have learned. To that end, I've prepared this letter containing everything we know about our mysterious stranger. I need you to show it to my comrades throughout the Shroud. Once each sentry has committed the details to memory, have them write their name at the bottom for confirmation. Start with Elmar at the Bannock, then find Bernard at the eastern gates of Bentbranch Meadows. They ought to relay the information to the others. Finally, make sure Iulgur sees the letter. He stands watch within the stables, so if this stranger's aim is to harm the Chocobos, Iulgur may have to personally put an end to it. And that way we get sent back to Bentbranch so I can turn in the other quests. The last one, though, I'll have to turn in whenever I go back to Gridania for Ywain. So we'll start with the one that's over here by the Aetheryte first. We'll go around this way. You don't look like you're here for training. There's the missive. A shadowy figure. Understood. I'll pass word to the recruits as well as the sentries. Let me just make my mark. There. That should do. If you follow the road south, you'll find Bernard by the bridge to Bentbranch. Godspeed, adventurer. Thank you. And we're gonna sprint. And we're gonna go around that because we don't want to. And we're just gonna hop up this little natural staircase they put in here. There's Tierney, so we're gonna turn that in first and then head over to the main story turn in. Your first foray into the world of leaf quests appears to have been a success, and here is the reward for your efforts. A bonus has been awarded based on difficulty. A bonus has been awarded based on speed of completion. And complete. On payroll. Achievement. Now that this little trial is behind us, I have no further qualms about assigning you tasks around Bentbranch Meadows. There are leaf quests aplenty for a hard-working adventurer such as yourself, and a deal of fame and fortune to be won in their doing. And let's see. So this has a little bit higher defense and some extra stats, so we'll go ahead and take that. Thank you very much. And they've got another city-state leaves unlocked. Tierney believes you're ready to join a guild hest, so we're going to accept that. Should you be interested in a challenge quite unlike your average leaf quest, so you might consider joining a guild hest. If you wish to know more, pray seek with Battle Warden Rybald outside yonder tent. I will inform him of your success against the Anoles so that there are no doubts as to your abilities. He's right over there. Battle Warden. I was told a stalwart adventurer would be along shortly. I take it that's you? Then permit me to tell you all about our current operations. Wait, might this be your first time participating in a guild hest? I remember my first hest. It was the night of my 20th name day. My fellow guildmates invited me to join them in the slaying of a family of beasts who were stealing chocobo eggs from Bentbranch Meadows. The moment we arrived, one of the terrible beasts immediately turned to me and charged. The thing was thrice my size and had already maimed several chocobo keeps. There was no way I could win, so I simply froze and waited for the end, but that's when I remembered that I was not alone. My friends rallied around me, and together we defeated the beasts. That, my friend, is what a guild hest is truly about. What say you, friend? Care to experience a hest for yourself? We'll take the potion. Cool. We'll do those in a little bit. I think I want to focus on doing quests for now. I know that I definitely will be doing the guild hests once I unlock my paladin, or my gladiator, because as a tank you can queue in a lot faster, and that'll be a good way for me to get some experience, because you get a bonus amount when you complete it for the first time. So we're going to talk to Bernard. You have business with me, adventurer? There's the missive. Rosalind is right to be cautious. For this stranger to venture so close yet go to such great lengths to remain undetected is highly suspicious. They clearly have designs on Bentbranch. We appreciate the help. I should write my name here, yes? And here, take it. You'll find Elgar in the stables past the Aetheryte. He's all the way up there. There you are. Mind the birds, adventurer. They get nervous around strangers. There's the missive. What's this? A shadowy stranger near the matron's lead. You've already shown this to Bernard and Elmar, I see. Good, good. Then all that's left is to inform the staff here. Not everyone here is a woodwheeler, true, but even our stable boys wouldn't hesitate to take up arms to defend these chocobos. And let's see, these might be better than what I've got. No. Strength, dex, vitality, and determination. I think I like the direct hit better, so we're going to take the bronze piece. Elgar would like to impose upon the kindness of an adventurer. You're quite the compassionate adventurer by the sound of it. Well, far be it from me to look a gift chocobo in the mouth. I have need of a capable woman like yourself. We received a peddler at the gates the other day, an excitable Lalafell that was sweating and swearing that he had been attacked by large winged beasts, yet other than hornets I know of no flying creatures in this region. If there's any truth to what he said, it might prove problematic for other travelers. Follow the road south and see if you can find any evidence to support his claim. And should you find something, kindly tell Lothair to patrol his area sometime instead of just standing beneath the spire and staring at the goddamned road. In those words. That's funny. Alright, and then we're going to talk to Keitha. Keitha, the head wrangler at Bentbranch Meadows, wishes you to gather roselet seeds from which she hopes to extract an oil known to calm agitated chocobos. Seeing as you're here, I've got a favor to ask. Gather me 6 seeds from those plant-like monsters they call roselets. The oil from them roselet seeds has a calming effect on skittish chocobos, see? Any wrangler worth her salt usually has a jar or 2 lying around. I thought the stock I had would last me a good while, but lately the birds have been as restless as a summer storm. Chocobos are sensitive creatures at the best of times, and it ain't unusual for 'em to act a shade agitated all of a sudden, but this is something else. You'll find them roselets I mentioned up near Galva Spire. Go on now, time's a-wasting. Alright, and they're both right down there. Nice. So we're gonna just kill some of those roselets first. Right here. There's one. You gotta kill 6 of them. Refresh heavy thrust. There we go. Go on to this guy. 3 more. And there's a vulture egg down there. And refresh. Heavy thrust again. One more of these guys. And it's going to summon a creature who's glowing purple. There we go. And main quest turn-ins right down here. Talk to this lazy guy. A northern vulture, too? And they were defending a nest? Well, perhaps we could omit that last detail from any official reports. I would rather not give Algar any further cause to be cross. Thank you for slaying the beasts. You may be rest assured that I will not permit this to happen again. Okay. Let's take the bronze piece, because I'm still wearing the friendship bracelet. Or ringlet. Lothair has worked for an adventurer well versed in combat. I must admit that Algar is right, and that this road has grown too hazardous for travelers. Since you have shown yourself to be so adept at slaying beasts, perhaps you could be of further assistance. I would have you journey to the Tamtar Deepcroft and slay the magic bones which have escaped from within. These abominations are beginning to wander as far as the main road, and I have had to rescue several wagons from their mindless assaults. Even a slight reduction in their numbers would improve the situation. That's down this way. We're gonna have to kill this guy. he's gonna aggro on us, even if we did just try to sneak past him. He's standing in the wall, also. Alright, and then we gotta kill some of these bones. Gotta kill 4 of them, so this will be number 2. And there's number 3, ran right over to us. And we're gonna get this guy. Use second wind just to give myself a little bit more health, and then I'm going to hit life surge, and that way Vorpal Thrust is a crit, and I got some healing points back. Okay, let's get out of here before they respawn. And gotta report back to Lothair, which was just right up here, and then the other guy we report back in Bentbranch Meadows to Keitha. It is no small feat to face the walking dead. The road is much safer now, thanks to you. Such an unnatural thing for the fallen to rise again, and in such great numbers. Those who perished in the calamity deserve to rest in peace, yet something or someone has roused them from their slumber. Get a new weapon. Definitely gonna take that. Complete. And we leveled up again! We are now level 19. Lothair has another quest for us. Lothair, guard at Galvant's Spire, wants you to visit the hedge tree. I have another task for you, adventurer. I need you to head to the hedge tree to the southwest of here and speak with Hearer Leon. After tending to the hedge tree, the Hearer was scheduled to board a boat to the Mirror Planks. Well, the vessel's departure time has come and gone, but there is still no sign of her. Knowing how absorbed the Hearer becomes in her work, I am not unduly concerned. Armel, however, was responsible for organizing Leon's transportation, and is likely wondering if her wayward passenger is ever going to arrive. Perhaps a gentle reminder is in order? Somebody's a little bit of a workaholic, huh? And that's way down there. Almost there. That big tree right there is the hedge tree. Yes, what troubles you, my dear? Yes, the boat. I had quite forgotten. Oh, my task with the hedge tree is well and finished, but the elementals murmur of a malevolent presence in the vicinity of the Tamtar Deepcroft. I must abide a while longer that I might better divine the source of the elemental's distress. Please inform Armel that I shall be late in arriving. It's already nighttime, Leon. But I understand. Elementals are important. And we gotta go around this loop here to go talk to the person over by the mirror planks. Here we go. You bear a message from Hero Leon? An evil presence in the deep cropped. That does sound grave indeed. I shall organize a vessel for a later time then. Perhaps a bell from now? 2? Better make it 3 just to be safe. Thank you for your trouble. Alright. Let's see. So, let's see how these... They've got a +2 on defense. And... the stats aren't too bad, but I think I like that +2 on defense. So we're going to go ahead and take those. And equip. Armel, the Mirror Planks, is seeking a valiant adventurer to slay marshlights. I am told that adventurers are valiant heroes who bite their thumbs at danger and scoff in the face of death. Do such rumors hold any truth? I certainly hope they do, for I would ask you to confront the creatures known as marshlights. They began appearing in this area not long after the calamity. Now, night after night, the creatures assail every living thing they come across with showers of fiery sparks. They seem fond of flames, and I dare not build a fire for fear of drawing them upon me. I shudder to imagine how much worse it must be for the poor hearers. Their duties require that they ofttimes travel at night, you see, and they can scarce make do without their lanterns. But it is the marshlights' fondness for flames that may yet prove their downfall. In this pot I have placed a smoldering coal. Use it to start a fire at Lilystone and lure the creatures to you, putting them down as they arrive. Yes, and be wary of the local wildlife as you make your way to Lilystone. It's down there. These people just have all sorts of errands and slaying things that they need. Got a bunch of buzzards here. We're going to try to sneak around. You can see the purple light in the fire there. That means that we're going to be summoning some creatures to fight. Go ahead and kill this guy too, so that way we don't end up with more than we can handle aggroed to me. Alright. Interact with this. Put the smoldering coal on it. The flames from your fire flicker and dance. And 3 marshlights. Put heavy thrust up. Whoopsie. There we go. And that looks like that's it for that one. Alright, we're going to use sprint again. And then all the way back over here. Talk to Armel again. The marsh lights are no more. I witnessed you extinguishing their lights at Lilystone as I cowered here in darkness. With so many slain, I may even muster the courage to start a cooking fire again. There is no reward great enough to express my gratitude, but this will have to suffice. Thank you, my lady. Ah, it's my lady now. Okay. Yes, that's definitely a much better belt, so we're going to take that and put that on. With that, did I get another chest piece? I think I did. Yeah, this one had more stats. I just forgot to put it on. I don't think I got any new pants. No. Okay. Armel, a local at the Mirror Planks, wishes you to salvage cargo from a wreckage on the road. Might you assist me with another matter, my lady? A wagon that departed from Quarry Mill was overturned on the road when some large, ill-tempered forest beast chose that moment to defend its territory. By Nofika's grace, the driver escaped without serious injury, but the wagon's cargo was not so fortunate. With none willing to risk another encounter with the creature, I can only assume the goods remained strewn across the ground where the incident occurred. Simply follow the road here to the south and you should come across the wreckage. Salvage what cargo you can and deliver it to Keith at Bentbranch Meadows if you would be so kind. Alright, and that's who I need to go to for the other quest. So we'll be able to turn that one in. Uh-oh, big purple ring. That's a big frog. And there we go. I think that was it. Yeah, I don't see anything else popping up. I'm gonna take this cargo. Looks like some stuff busted on the road too, though. Alright, now I can go back up to Bentbranch. Which is a pretty long walk from there. I wish sprint lasted longer. I just can't wait to get my Chocobo though. That'll make moving around quite a bit easier. And yes, I do realize I could just teleport up there, but I don't want to. Like, that's kind of a waste of gil. Sprint's ready again. I wonder if the other quest I have to turn in with her is going to be a long chain like that one was. Ruffled feathers. Did you have any trouble getting them seeds? No, not really. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Yep, there's the full 6. Nice big ones, too. We'll squeeze some good oil out of these. I still don't have a clue what's been upsetting the birds, but whatever it is, hopefully the rosehip oil will help calm them down a bit. And compare that to what I'm wearing. It's got some more defense and skill speed instead of direct hit. Sure, and it's purple. I like purple. We'll go ahead and put that on. Equip that. Oh, goodness. Look at that. Showing a bunch of skin there, Leanne. It doesn't go with my green arm gear. You have a delivery for me? Ah, this is the shipment I was waiting on from Quarry Mill. I heard the wagon ran afoul of some great monstrosity just up the path from the mirror planks, but I see you've managed to scrape together a few bits and pieces. Seems I can't get through two bells these days without hearing some new tale of horrors in the deep croft or bandit cutthroats prowling the woods hereabouts. Makes me wonder if me chocobos are safe at night, it does. If we're ever in need of adventurer's skills, I hope you'll be around to lend a hand. I sure will be. Okay, we're still not going to take off the circlet, and we don't need ether, so we're going to just take the brawn piece. And it looks like this person over here has our next quest, so I think we're done with that last chain, the one that was really long. Lukelot. I don't even know. Oh, please, gods, no! Leia's egg! Leon, you must help me. I stepped out of the stables for but a moment, and when I returned, it was gone. Oh, what was gone? An egg, sorry. You are sure the chocobos will lay another? Gah, you do not understand. The egg is extremely valuable. I must find it. Luke Watt at Bentbranch Meadows seeks your assistance in finding a lost chocobo egg. You will help me, won't you, Leon? Oh, thank you, thank you. Someone must have made off with it. There can be no other explanation. I shall scour every elm of the stable once more, just be sure. While I do so, I should be very grateful if you would ask the others if they noticed anything unusual. How did you not see it, Elgar? Are you, like, sleeping, standing there? You must be, because that nest is right there. How did you miss that? We're going to talk to this person. Human. Seen anyone acting suspicious? I most certainly did last man. It was running off towards the Tamtar Deepcroft. You say an egg was took? Then I'd say that there was your culprit. But why would anyone pinch a chocobo egg? What's the proper learning? It's damn near impossible to get one to hatch. Or without the proper learning, sorry. Which means we need to go out that way, but I still have to talk to these people anyway. Leo Dare? A chocobo egg has gone missing? Well, let me think. Now that you mention it, the chocobos were making quite a racket earlier. So much so, in fact, that I ran over to check on them, almost flattening a passing peddler in my haste. I didn't find anything out of the ordinary, though. Could I describe the peddler? Oh, he was an Ellison fellow. Didn't recognize his face. Seemed awfully twitchy. Oh, gods, you don't think he... Why in the hells didn't I accost him? Why didn't you? So, if the chocobos were making such a racket, how come the guard literally standing right there didn't react at all? Or all the other people that were standing there. Hello, Bernard. Have I seen any odd characters about? Aside from yourself, you mean? Not that I recall. I did see someone calming the birds, but only from a distance. I assumed it was Lukelot. But if you say he was away from the stables at the time, then who was that with the chocobos? We have to go and tell... How did that guy see them calming the birds if he was way down there, though? Because I can't see anything up here when I'm down there. There can be no mistake, then. The egg was indeed stolen. And from what you have told me, this was no simple robbery. That the culprit should take only Leah's egg and disregard all the rest tells me we are dealing with someone well versed in chocobo breeding. I am sorry to say that the individual in question is like to be a citizen of my native Ishgard. Leah, you see, is of the bloodline of Oranos, one of the greatest birds ever to grace an Ishgardian stable. Many a man in my homeland would give his right arm to possess one of Leah's eggs. Gods, I should have foreseen this. We must give chase at once. Hold your chocobos, Lukelot. If this egg's thief is from Ishgard, like you say, why'd he go running off towards the Tamtar Deepcroft? Unless I've got me mental map upside down, that's the opposite direction. Well, yes, but He may seek to lay a false trail or, bah! The why of it is not important. Leah's egg is all that matters. Adventurer, I beg of you, hunt the scoundrel down and take back what he stole. Well, at least you ain't planning on chasing after him yourself, wherever he's from. We may work wonders with our birds, Leanne, but acts of dare and do ain't exactly our field. If you don't mind, we'll leave that end of things to you. With luck, you may catch the thief on the road to the Tamtar Deepcroft, but do be careful. We cannot be certain he is working alone in this. And that is way down that way. Okay. Let's go save a Chocobo egg. Hopefully it didn't break like that last one did. With the kicker. Okay, so it's not down in the little dungeon there, but it looks like it's behind all of this stuff. Nah, I didn't think I'd be able to get past him. And, oh, there's a Moogle. I caught you at last, you spiteful imp. Now hand over the egg. You can't have it. You can't have it, Kupo. This egg belongs to Lukelot. How come he can see the Moogle? I guess the Moogle let him see him? Who in Helena's bloody fury are you? Ah, those sops at Bentbranch hired themselves an adventurer, did they? Yet another complication. This farce has gone on long enough. Kill the Moogle and the farmer's hireling, and bring me that damned egg. Okay. I'm gonna get these knights first, because they're firing at my Kupo friend. Got level 20, I think, is what I just leveled up to. Alright, now we can focus on this guy. Yeah, that's right, I am tougher than I look. You're winning, Kupo! Oh dear, I got slowed. There we go. Done and done. Hello, Kooplu Cop. Thank you for getting the egg. Thank you, Koopo. What's that, Koopo? How did I come to be out here? Ah, well, this egg here is Leah's. Leah's a very special chocobo, in case you didn't know. Anyway, I was having a nap in the stables when the nasty fellow crept in and tried to steal it, Koopo. So I snatched it back up as quickly as I could and made a run for it. I was planning to take it back to Bentbranch Meadows myself, but it might be safer if you did it. I'm sure Luke-a-lot will be very happy to see you, Koopo. Alright, let's go on back up there and give him his egg back. Hopefully he won't lose it again. Alright, here you go. Do you have the egg? Is it safe? Yes. Yes, it has the right coloring, the right weight. It's most definitely Leah's egg. And know not how to thank you. You had me worried for a bit there, Leanne. 'Tis good to see you and the egg bait back safe and sound. So I was correct in my assumption that an Ishgardian was involved, albeit one who did not in fact make off with the egg. Well, I could hardly have anticipated the intervention of a Moogle. Bugger me, it couldn't be the same one, could it? Might you have encountered our unlikely savior before, Keitha? Could be, aye. One of them saved my hide back when the calamity struck. I was in a part of the woods what we now call the standing courses that day. Seems like the whole bleeding forest was ablaze, and I couldn't see a yalm in front of me for all the smoke. Well, nigh given up hope, I had. Then, all of a sudden, a Moogle appears out of nowhere, tugs at me smoldering sleeve, and leads me straight to a bit of the woods where the fire hadn't taken hold. And now you know why the business is named Moogle's Gift Mounts. Seems like the least I could do. I'd be dead if it weren't for that plucky little beggar. That's cute. Incredible. It may well be that the Moogle has stood vigil over us ever since that day. Ha! Well, we'd better get back to work then. Wouldn't want to go letting our guardian angel down, would we? Leanne, you have our thanks. Oh, and I believe Luke-a-lot wants to give you a little something for your troubles. Leah's egg is irreplaceable. I cannot well express to you the depth of my gratitude, and yet I find that I am still troubled. While this whole regrettable episode unfolded, I bore witness to a sight that greatly concerned me. Strength, Dex, Vitality, crit. I think I like the crit better, plus it's got better defense, and my boobs won't be hanging out. So we're gonna put that on. There we go. Oh, it's a nice green. And it matches my other bracers. I like that better. Alright, we're gonna grab the next quest. Luke-a-lot appears to be in need of assistance. My thanks for your kindness earlier. I hate to impose again, but I have need of your assistance in another matter, one of grave import, I fear. Of late, I have noticed that Ixali dirigibles have been appearing over the Twelveswood with increasing regularity. The frequency, however, does not bother me near so much as where they choose to fly. The patch of sky directly above the Guardian Tree. The tree is a sacred site, or so I was given to believe when I first came to Gridania, and thus I naturally assumed that the elementals would not suffer the Ixal to profane it. Yet the birdmen have been coming and going as they please, with nary a sign of protest from the guardians of the Twelveswood. And it was that which sent me to thinking, ever since the appearance of the much talked about suspicious individual, many and more strange things have been occurring in the forest. Could it be that he did something to the elementals? In case it proved useful, I have committed the details of my sightings to parchment and would ask that you deliver the document to Mother Mjorn. Please make all haste. I have an irrepressible feeling that something terrible is about to happen. Alright, so now we need to go back to Gridania, which is good because I have another quest to turn in there. It is directly up this way. Not that way, this way. Whoops. go up that big rock right there. Around this tree, and then straight up. Then turn those quests in. And we're getting pretty close to the hour mark. So I might, after I pick up this and the next Lancer quest, I might end up calling that for the end of the episode. We'll see. Hello there, Leanne. Word of your tireless efforts at Bentbranch Meadows has reached my ears. The folk there have naught but the highest praise for you. You certainly have a knack for making Mother proud. Keep up the good work, you hear? A letter from Luculot? I haven't the slightest inkling what this could be about. Goods be good. Her expression. I have a mission for you, Leanne. Suffice to say, it is urgent. I fear it may also prove dangerous, however, so you must be prepared. Make what arrangements you can and report back to me the moment you are ready. These are a pretty big improvement on the legs that I'm currently wearing, so I will take those. Let's put those on before I forget about it. Right there. Oh my goodness, so green. At least my clothing set kind of matches now. Alright, let's grab this next quest. Mion has a mind to assign you a mission of great import. Time is of the essence, so I shall speak plain. Based on Luculot's observations, the Ixal have designs on the Guardian Tree, and they mean to act soon. The tree is the oldest living thing in this ancient forest, and it is held sacred by every forest-born Gurdanian. Should it come to any harm, the elementals would fly into a rage beyond pacifying. I dread to think of the chaos that would ensue. There isn't much time. We must act quickly. Leanne, please cede this letter to the hands of Bowlord Lewin at the seat of the first bow in the quiver's hold. Should the need arise, pray put yourself wholly at the man's disposal. I strongly suspect he will need all the able-bodied souls he can muster. The fate of Gridania hangs in the balance. Go swiftly, Leanne. Will do. Okay, and then we're gonna go turn in the Lancer quest, and that will probably be it for this episode. So you have returned. Tell me, were you able to obtain the Stone of Courage? Yeah, but he moved it. Yes, this is indeed the stone, though it is in rather worse condition than when I last saw it. What happened at Naked Rock? The Lancer who but recently threatened you moved the stone to Spirit Hold? Not content with the trespass and slander, the brazen fool now meddles with our training? Seven hells, this is not to be borne. Listen well, Lian. Though I do not doubt that you know better, my duty as Guildmaster compels me to state the obvious. Heed not that man's words. That a Lancer's courage can only be forged in the midst of great danger is vainglorious tripe. As you have already learned, a Lancer's courage is the product of composure and resolve. Be under no misapprehension. Watchfully navigating the Annull's territory served to temper your courage in a manner that blindly braving the terrors of Spirit Hold did not. As you continue your training, pray keep the lesson of this trial close to your heart. Before you return to your adventuring, there is one more thing I would tell you. In recognition of your unwavering efforts in the trials thus far, I hereby grant you leave to join other guilds. Naturally, you must seek the permission of the relevant guildmaster before commencing your training. Gridania is home to many guilds besides our own. If you consider combat your calling, the archers and the conjurers have a strong presence in our nation. Should you crave a more peaceful pastime, you may alternatively consider joining the leatherworkers, carpenters, and botanists. While there is something to be said for broadening one's horizons, it is also important to maintain focus. Always bear this in mind. As your guildmaster, I would naturally prefer that you first master the Lancer's art. Rest assured that there will be time enough to take up another discipline when you have done so. Yet, whatever path or paths you choose to walk, I look forward to seeing you realize your obvious potential. You now have access to the armory system. Quests to unlock the other classes can be undertaken by speaking to the receptionist in the corresponding guild. There exist myriad disciplines in Eorzea that adventurers can take up. For the most rewarding experience, however, it is recommended that you first focus on mastering your current class. I don't need any of those. They're all lower than what I'm wearing, I think. Yeah, so we're gonna just take the bronze piece and grab this next one and then call it for that. Guildmaster Yuane urgently needs you to travel to the East Shroud in his stead. Lien, you come at a good time. I urgently require your help. Scarcely a bell ago, our old friend Falquist paid us another visit, seemingly intent upon reprising the performance he gave on the day of your first meeting. As on that occasion, he raved till the air was thick with slanders, declaring every soul who met his gaze more craven than the last. This time, however, not all ears were deaf to his myriad provocations. It seems one of our younger members took offense at his words and demanded satisfaction of the rogue. The two have since departed to duel in East Shroud. Had I been on hand, I would have forbidden such folly, and rebuked the lad for letting pride cloud his judgment. Alas, I learned of it too late, and the boy is gone. All we can do now is ensure that hot-headed fool does not come to lasting harm. I would have departed in pursuit of the pair ere you came, but my duties keep me here. That is why I turn to you now, Lien. Pray go to the East Shroud in my stead and watch over our comrade. Alright. And that will be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it and continue to come back for more episodes and enjoy this adventuring through Final Fantasy XIV with me. So I hope you have a great day. Thanks.